up, YouTube? No Master L1234. Just saying hi. Um, Kind of gonna do a little vloggy thing. Right. So I have my deck built for the local thing I'm gonna be going to. If anybody's really following that, I just talked about it this morning. Kind of sucks when you don't have that many subscribers, but you just have to live with it sometimes. Eventually, people will find my channel, subscribe, favorite it, send it to their friends, and I might catch up with other people. So I got my deck finished. It is in this little deck box. It's green. I'm going with the frog. I'm going with the Formula Monarchs. It's gonna be fun, but it's different. Just like all my other decks, I don't like building the same deck as most people. So I don't know. I just finished building the deck. So I'm once again bored of, you know, my deck. It works perfectly, so it's kind of like that feeling where you've done all that you can, so try something new. So I'm just gonna throw some ideas out, and hopefully, when I watch this again some other time on YouTube, I'll just be like, wow, actually a really good idea. Even though the video will most likely be up beforehand, I was thinking of building Black Valley with an all-wing beast theme. Mist Valleys and Blackwing. And yeah, I already talked about Vortex, the Whirlwind. And yeah, that's one idea I'm thinking of doing. I have like a whole list of like decks I could build. I'm actually gonna go. Like, I have my Zombie Bells, which work. You've already seen a video of it. If you haven't, there's gonna be a link in the description box below. Hopefully you guys like it. It seems a little bit too awkward for me right now. So because of the format changes and the way that the meta is actually being run right now. So I'm trying to build a deck that will at least maintain dominance. Like, I was gonna go Cowboy Bebop, which is essentially Infernities, but I don't really want to invest in Infernity Berries right now. I'm just hoping they get reprinted soon. Alright, so there's a few ideas I've been thinking of doing. Various spellcasters. Essentially it runs off Magician Circle, the high amount of spellcasters that are in the deck, and yeah, just the amazingness of Daisojo and Medium. Plus the magical dimension to bring them out, magic triangle to also bring them out, Magician Circle for easier plays for synchroing, and just the fact that a lot of people don't run spellcasters right now. So that's always fun. We have a Twilight build. It's essentially just Twilight. Twilight with Light Sworns and Twilight with Light Sworns and Blackwings. So Vayu Turbo and plus Gale, of course, and Raikou, Chaos Sorcerer, Lumina, no, not Lumina, Lila, and Dark Arm play. Oh yeah, Effect Railer as well, because you wanted to negate stuff, and possible Thunder King Riot. Fabled World, Drags into the Grave, Dark World Dealings, Fabled Cruise, your obvious gold and silvers can really work as an anti game against Gravekeepers. And yeah, Kushino constantly allows you for a recursion of many of the Fabled effects. Raven gives you a lot of the plays, pretty much all the plays in the deck, and Lure is just an added bonus level leader to get out a lot of other plays because you're running level 5s, and sometimes you want a level 4 for Goyos and all that in order to sync up properly and everything. And seems fairly doable. Fabled Raging gives you a lot of pluses, and I have a few. So, like with the Keys of Perfection, the Happy Perfection crud with the Moki Mokis and the Cloudian Smoke Balls and all that, you instead use Gemini monsters because they're considered normal monsters in graveyard. That allows you to replay Dark Factory of Mass Production. Allows for plays um, with Gemini Sparks and gives you a lot of extra advantages. Only thing is that the Geminis you would run, even though they are technically fairy types, they won't be light monsters, so they will not get any synergy with your plays with Honest. But that's okay because of the fact that you're running Christia. So yeah, you get a good amount of plays, and you run two Christias, three Heralds, triple Dark Valkyria, triple Lucky Pied Piper, which I didn't find out until like a little while back, and it might actually be really impressive. Fairly affordable since like Heralds are like 3 to 8 now. The only thing is Gyaku Ten Mi Gaku Tenno Migami, which is the big card in the deck that allows you to play advanced ritual arts, is kind of off. Preparation of Rites, 3 to 5 as well. It's not bad. Oh, and of course the Christias, but that's like $25. But $25 spent on a well-built deck is not that bad. A lot of the people I actually know who play this deck, they don't play it properly, so it's kind of weird. Like, they'll play the deck, but they'll try to add extra things that should not be added. When it's pretty much straightforward. You counter, you play, you get back your card, you counter again. Gemini Spark gives you 3 pluses off draw power. And I also run Magical Mallees to get rid of some of the inconsistencies. But yeah, it's all fairies, it works well, and yeah, it's pretty impressive. Let's see. Counter Quackies. Quacky Marys have some of the best non-cost worthy counter cards in the entire game. With Negaton Core Panel, Iron Core Luster, you pretty much can negate everything. It's like Infernity Barrier, but they're a lot easier to find. They're common and rare, and they pretty much get you a lot of plays. So why not build a counter fairy build around them? So we got Bountiful Artemis F3, got Harvest Angels to get you the Iron Core Lusters, and the Negatons. We got Reckon Power, which is dirty, extremely dirty. You reveal one, destroy. You reveal an Iron Core, a Quackmare in your hand, and you destroy all face down. It's like Delta Crow, except for easier to play without any issues whatsoever when it comes to summoning. The monsters you run when it comes to Quackies are the ones that don't die ever. So the Whirlwind, the Aqua, the Hydro Barrier, the Boulder, and the Prototype, just in case. So pretty straightforward. I think you can also run Core Compression and Quacky Meru Initialize. And you also run Vandalgia because Vandalgia gets you back your monster that you use for more plays. It's pretty straightforward. Let's see. We have this is pulling out some cards. I would talk about Crystal Beast, but they're not that impressive to me. I don't know. I don't like it. I could, however, build counter gems. Counter fairies plus Geminis, pretty much. Gemini Sparks gives you pluses on draw. Bountiful Artemis, once again, because it's a counter fairy build, you run your Cyber Dragon. It's pretty much like Little City. So you run your Neos Alias, you run your Crusader and Endymion, you run your Honest. But you also run your counters to play off of, it's a play off of Bountiful Artemis. Plus Vandalgian to get you back your sparked off high level Gemini monsters. Ryo pretty much continuously gives you play and locks down special summoning and hand and recruiting to hand. Well, floaters pretty much. Just not field floaters, but yeah. I built another version of Dimensional Yados. It's a build that relies heavily on DD Warrior and DD Warrior Lady to remove from play monsters. You don't really worry about much. You run three zero releases because you run Arsenal Summoner. The only monster that probably will hit the graveyard, aside from Guardian Yados. I also like to play with Zoma the Spirit because Zoma the Spirit forces your opponent to one have to drop bottomless. Also, it forces your opponent to play the Warnings, waste up Deep Prisons and Mirror Forces, waste up Misties, waste up a lot of other cards. So you get a lot more plays off with Guardian Yados. It's probably one of the best walls I can think of actually because it comes out in defense mode. They have to hit it. If they hit it, they take damage. They take bird damage. So it can win games really easily. Okay. I'm just gonna talk about one or two more. Yeah, let's go with two actually. Alright, so I've got a Jurak deck that I could build. It's essentially the old school version of dinosaurs, except for now you can bring out more monsters to tribute for big evolution pill. You run your high attack point, high level, high attack point dinos that pretty much run the entire field, and the 1700 monsters that get out to play. So your Gilsaurus, your Guadius, your Monolophs, your Velo, your Brachia, pretty much anything that can get you pluses. Also probably a Hydrogeddon. I just haven't thought about it really, but yeah. Um, Tail swipes to knockout cards, hunting instincts, and then pretty much your old school plays. Superconductor, Ultimate Tyranno, Dirac Spinos, Dirac Titan, Dirac Tyrannus. Most people don't value dinos that high, so it's really affordable. It can do a lot of damage. It's like dragons, really, but without any of the issues of like spending high bucks or being overpriced in cards. Yeah. I was gonna talk about worms, but that's pretty simple. It's worm OTK or FTK. You run all your favorite worm monsters. Doesn't matter which ones you run. Just play double Gold Sark to play off the Future Fusion. Get Future Fusion, play Future Fusion, knock them all to graveyard. Play Reptilian, Nagi, Phenomenon, and Worm. What was it? The one that's like zero attack, and if it's summoned, it gets like a 500 attack reach. Run that guy. I think it's like Overlord or something. Yes, it might be Overlord. Also you should run an Evil Dragon Nananta because Evil Dragon Nananta is a plus in any deck that runs reptiles. It's very play. Anyways, so that's it. Um, don't really know if you guys like this. I'm just talking, so I like vlogging a little bit. So if you guys like it, thumbs up, rate, favorite to your friends because you can, have fun. Yeah, that's it. Peace.